Hi friends, welcome back to Mrs. Borton's Basement. I'm so happy that you joined me today for a really super exciting lesson. This is going to change your lives. It's that exciting. So before we get started, ask your parents or somebody that's supervising you today if they could maybe help you out. If they are too busy, that's okay. You can still do this lesson with me. You can still watch along. But parents, if you are with me right now, let me bring up my presentation. I would really like it if you could take a piece of paper and set the paper up like this. This can be the front, this can be the back, or you can do it on two different papers. That might be an even better idea. And you're gonna write these 6 words out so that you've got space underneath. If you even want to take 6 pieces of paper and write each word out on the whole sheet, that might even be a better idea. So maybe pause the video for a second and get set up with your words, because we're going to need these words in our lesson today. You're also going to need some type of writing tool. A Crayola or any kind of thick marker would be super great. But if you don't have that, a pencil will work, a pen will work, just something that you can write with that sort of stands out from those words. So I'll give you a second, pause, and get set up. All right. We were talking this week about 2 syllables, a word that has 2 beats, and they're words that have 2 small words. I'm going to set this down for a second. 2 small words that are in this bigger word that has 2 syllables, and you can break them apart and see each word, and that gives meaning to the larger compound word. So you take a word, you take another word, you pound it together. It makes a new word without any spaces, all together. And when we got started the other day, we looked at the word cannot. I'm going to do that in a second, but I need to set up some rules for us today. So one of the things that we're going to have to start thinking about when we see these big words is that we're not going to be afraid of them anymore, because we know that you can break them apart and find each syllable and sound that out. And here's the exciting part. A syllable will never have more than 3 sounds. So I want to show you how this works. I'm going to pick up my iPad here. And let's look at this first word. This is a sight word that you've learned this year already, and it's the word A. A, and it has 1 beat to it. A. It also has 1 letter. So a syllable can have 1 letter. Look at this word. At. At. I am at home right now. A syllable can have 2 letters. At. That has 1 beat, but it has 2 sounds. I'm going to change what I just said. I don't really mean to say it has 2 letters. I want to really concentrate on the fact that it has 2 sounds in it. At. At. Let's take a look at another word. This word is at. Cat. It also has 1 syllable. Listen. Cat. I'm going to do that again. Cat. That is 1 beat. But how many sounds did this word have? 1, 2, 3. K, at, cat. 3 sounds. I'm going to show you one more word, and this is where things get really fun. There we go. This word is, do you see that digraph? Ch, at, chat. I like to chat on the phone. It means to talk. Wait a second. Mrs. Borton just said there were 3 sounds in a syllable. Let's see how many syllables are in this word. Chat. I'm going to do that again. Listen. Chat. 1 syllable. Did it have 3 sounds? Ch. At. It did. The tricky thing was it had 4 letters. Remember, I'm not talking about letters. I'm talking about sounds. This digraph makes 1 sound. Ch. At. Chat. So what makes breaking down our 2 syllable compound words today, what makes it easy is that we're going to be able to sound out each syllable because it will never have more than 3 sounds. Okay? All right, let's go on. Just to remember that a compound word might look like this. There's our compound word, cannot. It might intimidate you. It might make you a little nervous when you see it because it has more than 3 letters. It looks difficult, but I can break it into this word, can, and I know how to read this word, not. And those 2 words come together and make that bigger word. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Your parents helped you to write out 6 words, and we're gonna do something called syllabication. Now this first word, we're gonna do syllabication with cannot. And you do not have this word. So for right now, put your marker down, your pencil, your pens, and just watch. All right, let's go back to this word cannot. What we're gonna do is we need to figure out where to divide our syllables. And this is a poster that Mrs. Borton has in her room, and it's gonna be very helpful for us as we get into more and more difficult words. But today, I'm gonna put this at the bottom of our TV here, which is kind of like my smart board. And I'm gonna cover up everything. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the ways that we can divide our words into syllables. I'm gonna cover up everything except for the first one, because that's all we're gonna work with today. And it is our vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. Okay, so this is, V stands for our vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Let's do that again. Our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. We have to know those. You might want to write them down on another piece of paper just so you can use that as kind of a helpful guide. A, E, I, O, U. Those are our vowels. And we're going to put a V underneath that vowel if we see it. All the other letters in the alphabet are consonants, consonants, so we're going to put a C for consonants. And this tells us where to divide our 2-syllable compound word today, in between the consonants. This is the most popular pattern that you're going to see in all of the words that we'll learn ever. Okay, so what I said to do, well, I haven't told you yet, what I want you to do is just watch. The first thing we do when we're doing syllabication is we read our words in this direction, from left to right. So as I'm going across, when I find a vowel, didn't we say A was a vowel? We're going to put a V underneath that. It looks like that. Okay, and I'm using a purple marker just so it stands out. So I put a V underneath that A because A was my first vowel. I keep going. Yell out stop when you see the next vowel. I think I heard somebody yell O. I put a V under that O. Okay, you're not doing this yet because I didn't have you write down this word. You're just watching. Now what we'll do next is we're going to put a bridge, I like to call it a bridge, between my 2 vowels. So we're going to draw just a line from this point of the V on the first vowel to this point of the V on the second vowel. And it looks like a bridge, doesn't it? And then I'm always going to ask you how many consonants are on the bridge. There's an N, that's a consonant. So I'll put a C under that N. And I've got another N, that's a consonant. I'll put a C under that. And then, do you notice this pattern? Do you see this red line? It told me to draw my line right between the consonants. There it is. And that shows me exactly where to sound out the first syllable and then take a look at the second syllable. You can see it easily now because we did some syllabication. Now these words aren't too tricky today, but as you get into harder and harder words, as you're reading more and more difficult stories, you're going to find this syllabication is going to help you to figure out where to divide the syllables. And parents, if you're with me today, don't let me lose you. This sounds like a lot of steps, but it's just like learning how to do anything. You have to take it slow and do the steps, and then automatically your students will start to see these patterns. They'll just jump out off the paper at them, and they'll have an easier and easier time attacking those bigger words. All right, you need your words. So somewhere your parents have helped you, or maybe you did it on your own, write down this word. It looks like a big word to sound out. Let's go ahead and start from left to right. Tell me when to stop. I think I heard somebody say an O is a vowel. Put a big V under that O. Right under, stay right under the O. And then let's keep going. Oh, yep, stop again. There's an O. I put a V under that. Now you can draw your bridge from vowel to vowel, from V to V. And I'm always going to ask, how many consonants are sitting on the bridge? There's a T, that's a consonant, and there's a D, that's a consonant. So we're going to put a C under both of those letters. Do you see this pattern? V, C, C, V? Yeah, draw your line right between the two consonants, all the way from top of the paper down to the bottom. And I bet you see two little words that have three sounds. Ah, t, hot, d, og, dog. Hot dog, hot dog. Did you yell out hot dog? You got it right. That was a hard two-syllable word to read. Do you like yours with ketchup or mustard? I'm a mustard person myself. All right, go on to the next word. Ugh. It looks kind of intimidating. It's got more than 3 letters. All right, here we go. Find your first vowel. Hey, if you have to stop and pause to get your materials ready, just stop the video anytime you need to. All right, here we go. Reading from left to right. Yep, I heard you. O is a vowel, put a V underneath it. Keep going. E is a vowel as well. Draw your bridge. How many consonants are on the bridge? There's a B. That's a consonant. Draw a C or write a C. And W is a consonant. Put a C. Dun da da da. My favorite syllable pattern. V, C, C, V. And all you have to do is draw a line right down between the two consonants. K, A, B. Cob. W, eb. Web. Cobweb. 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 Ah, I know what a cobweb is. I've got a lot of them in this basement. I gotta clean them up. The spiders are building lots of cobwebs. That wasn't too hard. Let's do another one. Go to your next word. Are you intimidated? I'm a little nervous. Here we go. Start from left to right. Tell me when to stop. Yeah, A is a vowel. Did you write a V under the A? Keep going. Stop at that I. It's a vowel. Write a V under the I and then draw your bridge. How many consonants are on the bridge? 1, 2. We're in good shape. You can only have 2 consonants sitting on the bridge. 2 consonant sounds. All right, T is a consonant. N is a consonant. Sometimes my iPad is... Oh, now it's going backwards. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right, we have our V, C, C, V pattern. I always sing a song with my friends. We got the V, C, C, V down in our heart. Because we're so excited because it's the most popular and easiest pattern to see. We just draw our line right down the middle. K, at, cat, n, ip, nip. My cat likes to nip at this stuff because it's so tasty to them. Catnip. It's a plant that cats really enjoy eating or rolling around in. Catnip. All right, let's go to the next word. You starting to see it? I bet you're starting to see this without even doing syllabication. But let's find our first vowel. U, is a vowel. Put a V underneath. Keep going. I is a vowel. Awesome. Draw your bridge. Are we okay? Are there just 2 consonants on our bridge? N is a consonant. F is a consonant. I've got the VCCV pattern. Easy peasy. Just draw your line right down through the middle. S, n, sun. Wait a second. Did you see this digraph? I'm going to squiggle it. I'm going to squiggle it because I'm going to count it as one sound. Remember? I've got 3 sounds now. F-I-sh. Fish. I squiggle it and keep that together as one sound. Sun, fish. A fish that looks like the sun. It actually does. It's really bright. It has lots of bright colors. Sunfish. Awesome. Let's go to the next word. Maybe. All right, here we go. I think this one's gonna trick you a little bit. Here we go. Left to right. Did you find that I? Put a V under the I. Keep going all the way down. Oh, there's my next vowel. It's an A. Draw your bridge. How many consonants are sitting on this bridge? Let's count them. S is a consonant. H is a consonant. P is a consonant. You cannot have 3 consonant sounds on a bridge. It's going to collapse. So we need to look and see if there's anything we can put together to make ones. I hear somebody yelling, an SH is a digraph. I'm going to put my iPad down. Do you remember a digraph? I'm putting my fingers together. A digraph cannot be separated. It makes one sound. Oops. Thought it was my smartboard again. I'm going to squiggle that SH. Squiggle it, keep it together. Now, this, put a big C underneath that SH and another C under the P. And now we have to go all the way to the end of the SH to divide our word. Now we have 3 sounds on one side, d, I, sh, dish. And we have 3 sounds on the other side, p, a, n, pan, dish, pan, dishpan. A dishpan is a pan that you wash your dishes in. All right. We have one more word. Here we go. Let's go across. Find that first vowel. A is a vowel. Find, oh, stop at that U. Find your next vowel. I want you to draw a bridge from V to V, from vowel to vowel. Let's count how many consonants. T is a consonant. H is a consonant. Uh-oh. Are you seeing something? Danger. T is a consonant. We have 3 consonants. You cannot have 3 consonants sitting on your bridge or the bridge will collapse. See if you can find something that you can combine to make one. I see it. I think I'm hearing you yell, TH. Squiggle that TH. We're going to keep it together and call it one consonant sound. And now I'm able to put a C underneath that TH and a C underneath that T that's left on the bridge. And when I draw my line, I'm going to take my line right between the TH sound and the T. Those are 2 consonant sounds. Now I have 3 sounds on each side. B, A, F, and T, A, B. Tub. Bath, tub. A tub that you take a bath in. Bathtub. All right, that ends my lesson for today. We're gonna do more of this later on. I'm so thankful you guys joined me today because this is my favorite lesson and I hope you learned a ton today. Be looking for some of those 2-syllable words that you can divide into 3 sounds on one side and 3 sounds on the other and put it back together and make that big word. Have a great day.